If your Google Workspace account is a Google Workspace for Education Plus account, you can use Q&A during a Google Meet session to allow participants to ask questions. Note this feature is currently available in the web version of Google Meet. As the host, you can turn on Q&A during your Meet session. To do that, click on the Activities icon, located on the lower right of the Meet screen. Select Q&A and click Turn on Q&A. As you can see here, participants will see a notification letting them know Q&A is now open. To submit a question, participants need to click on the Activities icon, select Q&A, and then click Ask a Question. As you can see, there is a 300-character limit. Participants can type their question in the text box. Once they have done so, they need to click Post in order to submit their question. The host and all other participants will then see the question appear in the Q&A. As more participants submit questions, they will appear on the host screen and in all participants' screens. The host and participants can upvote questions by clicking on the thumb up icon on the question they wish to upvote. Once they have upvoted a question, the color of the thumb will change. To remove your upvote, click the thumb icon again. As the host, you can sort questions by oldest first, newest first, or by popular, which is based on the upvotes. If you need to hide a question from participants, click the eye icon. As you can see, the question is now slightly gray and it shows that it has been hidden. Know that this question will be hidden from participants except for the participant who submitted the question. That individual will still be able to see it on their end. Once a question has been answered, the host can click the check mark. If you marked a question as answered by mistake, you can change that by clicking the check mark again. As you can see, participants will see that check mark to know that that specific question or questions have been answered. You can also sort the questions by clicking this drop-down arrow next to all questions and selecting Unanswered to see the questions that have not yet been answered, Answered to see the questions that have been answered, and Hidden to see the questions you have hidden. Participants can also sort their questions by oldest first, which is the default, newest first, or popular. They can also opt to see all questions asked or just their questions. Participants can choose to delete their question by clicking the trash icon next to the question they wish to delete. They will see this pop-up notifying them that the host will still be able to see the question once the session is over. They can then decide if they still want to remove the question by clicking Remove, or cancel and keep the question in the Q&A. As the host, if you wish to turn off Q&A, click here to turn it off. As you can see on the participant side, they can no longer click on Ask a Question. Know that if you choose to turn it back on, you can simply click here to turn it back on. If for whatever reason you or your participants close the Q&A sidebar, it can be reopened by clicking the Activities icon and selecting Q&A. After you have ended your Google Meet session, you will receive an email with a detailed report of all the questions asked during the Meet session. If you do not see the email in your inbox, give it a few more minutes or check your spam folder. This is what the email will look like. To open the Google Sheet with the questions, click Questions or click Open in Drive. Meet reports will be placed in a folder called Meeting Reports in your Google Drive. Double-click on the Google Sheet to open it and see the questions asked during your Meet session. On the sheet, you can see the questions asked, the name of the participant who submitted the question, the timestamp of when the question was submitted, upvotes received, if the host answered the question, hid the question, or cleared the question, as well as if the submitter or participant deleted their question. Know that you can rename this Google Sheet by coming to the top here, clicking on the name, and deleting and adding whatever you wish. Know you can use the Q&A feature anytime during your Google Meet session to allow participants to submit their questions without disrupting the flow of the meeting or an important presentation.